What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and welcome back to episode Sweet 16 of my Sunday Q&A. And for those of you guys that's been watching my Q&A for the last couple weeks, yeah, it's actually Sweet 16, motherfucker. I went up on my hard drive and I made sure that I looked up which episode that this video was gonna be. Aren't you so proud? MAK came prepared. Ooh, I came all right. Seriously though, welcome back to my Sunday Q&A. This is a series on my channel where we take a break from all the bullshit and we shake off the weekly grind and get to know each other just a little bit better, to connect on a more personal basis rather than you just coming through, getting your info and you fuck off of my channel, go do something else on the goddamn internet. I like to get to know you guys, and I want you guys to stick around and get to know me a little bit better, because if you know where I've been, then you can better understand where I'm going. So, how this works is you ask me a question in the comment section down below on this video and this video only. Now, I don't even know why I still have to explain this week in and week out, but goddamn it, last time, please listen to me. Stop sending me tweets, Facebook messages, or goddamn fucking comments on videos that aren't a fucking Q&A! I love you guys, and I love answering questions, but goddamn it, I am not gonna track down every fucking question asked all week long, so please, ask the questions in the comment section of this video only, and then I don't have to go and look up all these goddamn questions all over the place. Keep this nice and easy. Keep time constraints to a minimum. I don't want to sound like a dick, but goddamn, it is frustrating to say that shit multiple times, multiple weeks in a row, and have this shit happen every single day. It's not even like it's a rare occurrence. It's like 15 times a day. I swear. I feel like sometimes I'm commentating to a brick wall. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change the background of my desktop to a fucking brick wall. So when I'm commentating, I'm literally commentating to a brick fucking wall. I fucking love you guys. But yes, now that we covered the bases, questions on the question and answer video comment section, there we go. Let's answer some fucking questions. The first one comes from King Connor HD, who wants to know, what is my opinion on virtual reality gaming, or whether it will change the way we game? We are VR! We are VR troopers! I don't know why. Holy shit. I haven't thought about that show in fucking years. You just kind of jogged my memory. How terrible was that show? Like, those of you guys that have seen VR Troopers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But those of you guys that haven't, I mean, it was like Power Rangers bad, but it wasn't bad in the entertaining way that Power Rangers was. VR Troopers was just kind of like, it was just bad in all sorts of the wrong. It's kind of like, remember when HD porn first came out and you were like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see this vagina in crystal clear porn HD quality. And you clicked on the HD and you're like, ooh, is that, ooh, look at that, that's a blemish. Was that fold there before? Yeah, you know what? My penis is sad now. Bring back the blurry porn! But, yeah. VR Troopers, terrible show. Power Rangers, not so terrible, but it was entertaining in a terrible way. But, back to virtual reality gaming. And, man, those of you guys that are, like, younger, and you've just been playing video games for about 10 years, I know you're like, oh, but I've been playing for 10 years. 10 years isn't shit inside of the video game world. That's just the Xbox 360's fucking lifespan. Oh, Microsoft, you see what I did there? But, virtual reality is something that's been teased my entire life. I mean, you had Tron, you had the Lawnmower Man, and all types of other shit. Even the Virtual Boy, that was a horror movie, even goddamn so. But, every so often, like every 5 or 10 years, there's a new breakthrough with virtual reality or some new innovative product or technology that hits and it's gonna revolutionize the way you see games. Remember 3D was supposed to revolutionize the way you see movies. It's the most impressive thing I've seen from 3D in movies was a fucking owl flying through the goddamn screen. No, seriously though, it's always, there's always some new breakthrough or, innovative piece of technology that comes and, it just kind of fades away into obscurity after a year or so. It makes the rounds in a tech demo and CES and all those conventions and then it just goes away. This is what makes the whole Oculus Rift and Project Morpheus, it makes it a bit different since it's not only actually gaining momentum, but you can actually purchase usable versions of the developers' kits. That's a lot further than it's ever gotten before. But the problem I see with virtual reality gaming is the same as it's always been, and it's the same problem that Nintendo ran into with the Wii at the beginning. How do you convince gamers to not only, have a large, heavy, monocle headset to play games, but how do you make it comfortable for extended playing time? And that's the problem that Nintendo ran in with the Wii. And the answer is, you don't. No, hear me out. Listen to me. Listen. That's not what I gotta say. It's the same answer why Mark Zuckerberg invested Facebook into the Oculus, because this sort of technology, while it's novel in itself for gaming, in my opinion, is more useful and marketable to the general public. Because of that whole monocle thing being so heavy, or being so, I guess, what's the, obtuse? Is that the word I'm looking for? Obstructive? I don't even know what that fucking thing does not look comfortable. But imagine you have your bedridden grandmother.
What are they doing?
And your bedridden grandmother can't come to your wedding. But you give her an Oculus headset, and someone at the wedding would have live streamed video right to her Oculus, and boom! You just put your grandma in the wedding. People out there with heart conditions who want to experience skydiving, or a pregnant woman who's bored at home and wants to go on a roller coaster, but she can't. She's got a little heathen kicking around in her uterus. These are activities that I actually see virtual reality covering and becoming a huge boom to the actual media market. But you can't convince me that gamers are going to want to simulate themselves in a game where they actually got to move and interact with the environment. So we already have shit like that with the Wii, the Kinect, and the PS Move. Which is funny because all three of those technologies were made for like the hardcore gaming crowd, ended up being beloved by mainstream America and ignored by the hardcore gaming crowd. Which is the same way I see the Oculus Rift and virtual reality gaming. Hell, even the Wii right now is used as exercise equipment at retirement homes. So I see that's the type of avenue virtual reality is going to be headed down. It's designed for gamers, but it's going to be adopted by the masses for more personal, real-world applications, while gamers stick to their traditional TV top setups, couches, Doritos, and Mountain motherfucking Dew. So, let's go ahead and move on to the next question from Mr. Stopwatch, who asks, MAK, what type of vacation did you like the best? Y'all motherfuckers is crazy, because every time I'm talking to somebody or something in my life is happening, you guys always ask the questions. Like literally, I was just talking about this the other day with a friend who just came back from vacation, and I was asking him the usual shit, making a small talk when somebody comes back from vacation. Like, so, how was it? Did you have fun? Did you drink the water? This is like the stupidest question. It's like, did you have fun? I'm like, no, you know what? I went there and this dude beat me with a cactus for about 35 hours straight. It's just terrible. Worst fucking vacation ever. It's like, why a cactus? Motherfucker! This is my fucking dream sequence. Don't ask me why there's a cactus and somebody getting beat by it, but it's just an obvious, you know, connotation. Somebody's having fun, and being beat by a cactus doesn't sound like a lot of fun, so why would somebody be having a cactus being beaten on their vacation? Let's just move on. Anyway, we got to talking about vacations and shit, and I casually mentioned that I've never once taken a vacation in my life. Now, you know, during the summer when we didn't go to school growing up, we didn't go anywhere. We didn't have any money to go anywhere. My mother was a waitress, which means that bitch worked all summer long. Most of the younger years, me and my brother, we went to some welfare-provided summer camp, which, honestly, I would love to forget that I even attended those, man, because, you know, the memories of how garbage those counselors were absolutely make me goddamn fucking sick. Like, I can't believe my mom left me with some of the people that were there, which, honestly, they were probably better parents than my mother, but, man, bad judgment call, Mom. Yeah, that's not to say that, you know, I haven't been places in the world, but every time that I've gone somewhere, you know, it was always for a reason. Either I had to go work somewhere, or I had to go pick something up, or, you know, I'm moved to California without ever being to California once. It's another real good decision. But I made it. I had fun, but you know, I never really went somewhere because I just wanted to. I was never like, let me just go to California and have a little bit of fun. No, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go to California and sleep on the couch. Yeah. Even now, as an adult, you know, I guess I could theoretically afford to take a vacation, but as a side effect of growing up as poor as I did, I can't allow myself to take a day off, because then I start worrying about how far behind this day off is gonna set me. You know, I probably, you know, I start thinking I'm like $500 for plane fare, and another $500 for hotel, and then we gotta pay for the vacation activities, and not to mention that while I'm away from my house not working, I'm also losing money by not working, so now I'm spending money every day while not making any money today, and my brain will start racking that for a few hours, and I'll find a way to get myself back to work. And the only way I'll probably ever be able to take a vacation is if I was making so much money per month that it didn't matter. But until then, I feel like taking off a day of work could start a chain reaction that ends up with me being ass broke and poor again. And even though, like I said last week, there's worse things than having no money, still make me a pretty sad panda. I've worked hard to get to where I am, and I don't want to risk jeopardizing it because I want to go fucking take a few days and lay in the sun. No. So let's go ahead and move on to the third question from LL Cool Boy, who says, "Hey Mac, did you buy that washing machine yet?" Another dryer, motherfucker. No. 4 months fucking later. And in one of my initial Q&A episodes, I casually mentioned that I have a broken dryer for over a year. And still after a year, my girlfriend's going to the laundromat to dry my clothes, even though I keep offering to buy a new dryer for her. But now things have changed. Do you remember last week I told you that, you know, my priorities have shifted, and, you know, I'm willing to wait on the dryer right now, since it's a possibility that I might be purchasing a house sometime this year. What the fuck does that have to do with a dryer, Mac? Is it, yeah, you're gonna buy a dryer, you can't afford a house with a fucking $300 dryer? Fucking, listen. It's not the dryer. The problem is that the broken dryer belongs to this house that I live in. And not only is this house an available prospect for purchasing, but in the last few days, another house has popped up, owned by the same person that owns this house. That's not only just a prospect for purchasing, but it's actually a house that I can afford straight up. Not even lying. I've been saving money for 4 years to buy a car now, right? And I got a nice bit of money saved up, and then my girlfriend's car broke down, so I went out and bought her a car, and went back and saved up a little bit more money now. And my girlfriend also has her retirement savings, which has an account and a stipulation for money specifically earmarked for buying a house. She can't use that money unless she's buying a house.
Still inside.
Now here's the dilemma. The house that we live in now is 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Pretty nice house. The other house, while it's nice, it needs a little bit of work. Yeah, it's a fixer-upper. Yeah, it needs a little bit of paint here or there. Maybe a pool in the backyard. Nothing too big, though. But the house that I'm living in is not only notably nicer, it has my man cave that I love, it's also twice as much as the other house that is for sale, the cheaper house. Now, I have enough money to buy the cheaper house in cash. I know that sounds stupid, but like I said, it's a fixer-upper, so don't think it's like, oh, there's some big fucking mansion. That's all. No, it's a regular fucking house outside of fucking New Jersey. It's not anything really special. It's actually attached to another house, so don't think like, oh, Mac is going to buy this fucking big old house. No, it's a fucking row house. But, yeah, I know you guys are like, no, Mac doesn't have the money, I'll go on vacation, but he can buy a house in cash. But, I like the house that we're living in more than the other house that's for sale. But, you know, buying a house and not having to pay a mortgage or rent would be the fucking shit. Like, literally be like, I want to buy this house and I own it. I don't have to wait 30 years for a deed. Here's the money, all in cash, paid full, big bang, boom. That would be awesome. But is it the house that I want? I don't know. when you're spending that type of money, it's like, man, you know, you want to make sure that you get what you really want and not settle for that, because it's a large amount of cash to be shelling out there in life. But until me and my girlfriend, we figure out what house we want, because there's a big process. We're gonna have to get like a fucking housing inspector and all this shit to look at that and check this out and make sure the wiring is all good, because it is an older house, and if I do buy an older house, I might have to have an extra line put in just because of all the sheer amount of fucking electricity that I use on a fucking daily basis doing this YouTube thing. Yeah, I want to make sure that we don't just jump into it and throw money at the house just because we can afford it. But at this point, I'm not willing to replace a dryer that belongs to a house that I might not live in anymore. So fuck that dryer. I want to be a homeowner. Then the last question comes from Joseph Canoyer, who has the question, Mac, how would you deal with someone that was bullying a homeless man or woman? Damn. Alright guys, I know this sounds so bad to most people because, you know, they were raised in an environment to give a fuck about other people and their situation. But you ever watch Scrubs? You seen that TV show Scrubs? They got a really good fucking theme song that goes, I'm not Superman. Yeah, bitch! I ain't fucking Superman. I'm not Spider-Man. Mind my own goddamn fucking business. I know that sounds harsh. It really does. Like, I've sat here and I thought about this for like 10 minutes, right? And I'm like, man, I'm an asshole. Like I said, it sounds harsh. It really does. But, you know, life is harsh. And there are parts of life that people see and they have a totally different perspective on things. And, you know, that's the difference, what I like to call the difference between the good life and the hood life. Now, people who grew up living the good life, they see a man beating up on a homeless dude and they think, oh, how horrible to see that man being bullied. I'm gonna go do something to help him out. And then there's the hood life perspective, and you see this and you're like, damn, he must owe that motherfucker a lot of money for a lot of crack. But yeah, seriously, that's probably what's going on. Now, you might be the type of person to step in and try to help out a crackhead get his ass beat for not beating up. Not me. Not today. Now, do we actually know what's going on in the scuffle? No, it could probably just be some dude whooping ass on a homeless man, or it could be a drug dealer trying to get money out of a fucking crackhead. But I can tell you one goddamn thing. No matter what, in both of those situations, someone's getting their ass whooped. The only difference is, it ain't me getting my ass whooped. But yeah, you'll do yourselves all types of favors in life. Honestly, if you just mind your own fucking business. Because if something's going down, and it's important enough to beat someone's ass over, not only in public, but in broad daylight, trust me on this. That's some shit you don't even want to get yourself into. Please believe that. Walk on home, boy. Walk on home. So, my name is Jay. MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. Remember what I said at the start of this video? Questions, comments, down below. This video, like it only. Fucking come on my goddamn other videos. Be like, Q&A, MAK. Be like, well, yeah, nice. Go click on that Q&A then. Yeah, obviously typed in Q&A. Is it that hard for you to type in MAK in the URL above and be like, MAK Q&A? Oh, look. There's MAK's Q&A. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. My name's Jay. MorninAfterKill. Now I'm going to see you guys later.